yellow light cellar. There we make stained glass jar lantern. I don't know why he wants me to record this, but we are. But okay, back on topic. I'm using gallery glass, stained glass paints, as you see. So get your jars. This is, I think, salsa jar. It could be cheese tea. I'm not sure. Not really important. Get your jar and clean off label. And then, clean jar. Now you want clean jar, no oil, no cheese dip or salsa left on it. And then using the stained glass liquid leading, what is leading, we start and we make our design. Not getting too fancy on first go. Make it easy for you and me, eh? Anyway, gotta be careful. This stuff is like thick glue, but gray. Thick gray glue. Anyway, we keep going. I see I have it all over fingers. This is not good. Anyway, we begin on jar. Maybe help you if you plan it out better than I do, but that's on you, because I am light seller. I merely make light to sell. But yes, I don't. Yes, they're lamps, or lanterns in this case. Motifs. I don't. Yes, okay. So yes, we are just going to do simple geometric rectangle type pattern. See, just go a bit. I use the seam on these to figure out where midpoint is. Even though I eventually mess this up, I have to redo bits of it. But it's okay. You learn as I learn, we learn as we do. Another thing that happens is you'll see where I mess up bits, and I can either wipe it off or like big blobby lines. Do not worry about this. Once this dries, we can cut and pull it off and do over. These are older bottles I have that I don't really remember when I bought. But either way, they're one running empty and two starting to get kind of loopy. Dry on inside, it's nasty. Like, see, you have to keep pulling stuff out. So, but yeah, just keep going around and, just some basic lines and squares. I was thinking somewhere between bricks and old pizza restaurant table lights. The ones that used to be full of alcohol for some reason. Not good to drink alcohol, but if you're in a fix. But oh yes, don't do that. That is a bad thing to do. So yeah, you can see. And then I'm using another bottle that had more that's probably older, but its tip was really cut off too big. Try to keep holes when you cut off tips small as possible, give you finer lines and more control. But then I end up changing them out. As we keep going, there we go. A few more lines, make it even. And then you don't really have to do this part. I like to do little design on bottom with light seller, LS. Although, if you aren't going to hang them like these, like I'm going to do, then maybe not do this. Look, okay. So here we are. We were dry. So I just go through and I carefully cut off, and remove the messed up bits. And then I go back over and redraw. The leading takes easily a full day to cure. So if you plan out better, you will. What is this? Oh yes, plan out better. Maybe make less mistakes. So here we have another jar. This is blackberry jam. I know what this was. It was very good. I usually like apple jelly on my peanut butter jelly sandwiches, but this was a good change. May have to try it again. I do have an idea on this one. This jar has some cool embossed raised leaf. I don't know. It has some neat lettering on the front that I wanted to try to save. I don't know how well it comes out. But yes, just go along. We're just kind of doing square patterns, almost like Art Deco. Yeah, but not quite, because, but just, coming up with ideas as you go. As I said, you can plan this out more if you want. It's your job. You do what you do. This is just simple one to get us started. As you watch as I do this and get more and more of this gray gunk on my hands. Luckily, it's non-toxic. You can wash this off with soap and water. Or if you have time, just let it dry and you peel off. But it takes full day to dry. And we now continue doing our shapes. Decided to do diamonds. Not just straight, just not the best, but my hands are starting to hurt. It can be a lot. But yes, okay, so you get the idea and we move on to kind of the bottom. I'm trying to be careful because, as I said, I'm holding this with one hand, making sure I keep it off the table. I'm using the squeezy bottle of the blue liquid leading in the other. You don't want to touch and mess up line. So try to be careful. You have one of those, what is it? It's for cups, your resin cup. Something to hold it on where you can turn. I decided on this one to do a little moon guy. I like little moon guys. The moon is very nice light. I one day will make moonlight. You will see, it will be fun. I give him little face of letting. It is adorable. I don't say that word. I don't care. It writes better. Cute. Yeah. I like the way it looks. Now we just go through once it's dry and clean up all of our letting spots. I luck out and I have very dry hands, but if you don't have very dry hands, you may want to wear gloves so everything adheres right. Alright, so now we start out with our liquid letting. It can help, I suppose, not just as helping with what you're going to draw on it, but also help if you plan out what colors you're going to use. This one, I'm going, it was just warm colors. This is more of my idea for, what is it? I know, like Italian pizza restaurants always remember. They'd go in and they have this little cool little lights on the tables with oil lamps or alcohol lamps. They'd be in these neat oh yes, okay. But yes, we'll just go through and fill up with ones. This way is much easier. It used to be you painted on. Layer, you have to wait forever to dry. These you can squeeze on and fill up pretty quickly, but be careful, this stuff runs. It will like loop down into next, any available space. Now we go with our second color. This is, what do we do? Okay. Okay. So yeah, when we just keep doing this, filling up rectangle after rectangle, square after square. You know, you'll just do it until it's full. You can decide how you want your color. You can use more colors than I use. You can use less. A fun idea might be to use like warm colors like yellow and red and orange, and then suddenly do pop of blue or maybe purple. I don't do that. So the designs on the bottom when I painted, if you're going to have these sitting on table or stool or just, sitting down on base, you may not want to put design because this stuff can kind of stick and you may mess it up. But maybe not. It's your lamp. You decide what you want to do with lantern. I'm merely light seller. So you can see there how it's running. So we'll have to go back and fix it. There are a couple spots I have to fix. Okay, so yeah, we're just, I think right now, yeah, the other one was dry. Yeah, you can see here, right there where it's kind of running into each other. So that would be something we fix later. Okay, now we start on next one. Basically more of the same. Just feel a spot. This one, I have two colors of blue. I have a light blue and dark blue. Don't remember that. This one I use some blue, some green. I think the red. I use many colors on this one. I like the way it looks. Almost like Nouveau at times. Still, very old style, simple geometric pattern. I have the ideas of having them kind of look like jewels. Also in this one I get smart and I just do one side to begin with. And then let that sit and dry. There we go. Bit of orange. More trying to figure out layouts and pattern as I go. But once again, you pre-plan this out. It'll be better, much cooler. Now I'm going through with a little wire and popping the air bubbles. You will see as you go, especially on the screen. I think I shook it up. Don't do that. Or if you do it, let it sit for a while and then air bubbles break up. There we go. We just fill in things. Okay, now we're back to the first one on bottom. I decided to fill in with blue and green, and I put in purple. I like to use a lot of color on base. Not so much on main body. I don't think any of these make it in main body. But yeah, just fill it in. You may have to go back and do multiple layers on the same thing. Maybe not, who knows, it's all up to you. Okay, so now we fix. Very carefully we take X-Acto knife or scalpel and go through and see it. The ones where it has gone in and bled over the lines, and then another one you have to cut out the whole lot. So take that in mind, just be careful. Try it, it's easier if you don't have to do this. You know, put on a little, maybe if you put on a little too little, that doesn't make sense. Put on less, so it doesn't run. And then just come back when it dries and you can add more. I also bought a new bigger bottle of leading, so I have better, less hard to squeeze. And then yeah, we just go through and cut out all those and fix leading line where we need it. Now while those dry, we go back to the one. Same as other side, I just continue to carry on the pattern and the color. It's very important once you set up color scheme, or not, don't listen to me, but I think it's very important that once you set up color scheme, you stick with color scheme. You know, so on the other side, I think it's be light blue, dark blue, green, orange, so I keep that going. And then with these around it, I kind of copy, but I also want to make sure that, you know, like exact color not touching the lid. There we go, we just fill up like we did before. That's dry. And then on this one, now that everything's dry again, I go through and I just decide to go with orange. Like I said, all warm color. Red, orange, yellow, over and over. Fill up some of my spots from where I cut away. These will match pretty well, not perfect, but it's okay. This is light baking, light selling. Don't have to be perfect. Now back on the other one. We'll start on major things. See, I fill this all in with blue, I think light blue. As you can kind of see those raised letters, and I was hoping they would show through. They did get through, but still, not a bad idea. No bad idea, only failed execution. Ha ha ha. That bad joke. And we just keep going. You watch now, I take a little break. Okay, take 3. There we are again. So should I go over what happened? No? Okay, we just keep going with video. Alright, so now we're finishing up. We're on the first one filling up, you know, main holes or big holes. But look, we are filling up spots we didn't finish. I'm getting irritated as people keep calling and microphone get unplugged or not, whatever. But okay, so on this one we just go through and we will be filling up with the colors we already have. I originally thought about the 4th color, maybe, you know, filling in with the others and just, you know, at the top doing one. But then I decided I will stick with orange, red, and yellow. You could, in theory, leave these spots just blank. That might be neat. not have them all filled in, or maybe frost them. In future, we will be doing experiments with etching glass. Those are always fun. They're different beasts though. At first, I want to start out a few videos showing how I do my painted stained glass. That is what we are doing. But either way, so yeah, we just go through it, fill them in, and then try to make sure we not get too much in, so it doesn't run. You're still even there. You see, I said to them, no, I'm not done. There are still empty spots to fill, so that is what we are doing. And then we go through, okay, now we move this out the way and we start work on the other side because it is dry enough now that we can touch and move. So right there, the edges didn't have enough, so I went around and put more on. And now we just fill in just like we did the other side. I do try to match this side to that one so they all fill in. Like it's the same on both sides. You can tell when you look through glass, you see it, you see the other side. But you have to remember they're opposite because you're looking through back to front. And here we go. We just go through, fix our holes. And then go through and we add red. We'll fill up the green spot. I did it on the other side. But I decided on corners to put in yellow, just a little bit different color. Oh, this fun. I decided on a little moon guy we go through. We're going to fill him in. Give him some yellow for the moon. They have other colors, a million colors you can buy. So if you want to paint a different color, or you can mix. Sometime soon I will talk about mixing custom colors. I did that when I did his side. It's Halbert. Yeah, that's you. When we did your side, I showed you we do the mixed color for the colors we don't have. But on this one, I just go right down to black. This is easy way to do it. Most easy, just simple shapes. Even this guy not too complicated. But okay, and we fill it. End up giving it a bit of a rainbow, which was happy little accident, as the painting man says. And then we move on. So here we go. We're all dried out. I do decide to go back. And I've got a few spots on him on the base. I'd lower things. Once again, you could keep these clear if you want, but not even painting. You will see when I use lights, the candles I use are, you don't get a lot of light about it, but it's okay. There is another way to do it, which we will maybe do it next time, when you, instead of having light at bottom, you have it top. But we will get there, So yeah, just using main colors I use to fill in ring around bottom. So you have light blue, dark blue. See some of the thin spots, fill it in the orange. And then I go through next ring and fill it red. You see how line not straight. This is why you take your time and go slow. And also if you have something to hold jar up where you can just target, that really would help you keep your line straight. But yeah, we just go through and fill it. And then doing that, I noticed I missed a bit of red. So I start out, I think I'll just fill in a bit of red and then that becomes the whole thing. So yeah, we fill in around our moon face. Then we'll go through and we'll get the rest. Although I don't go through and lay in more letting, I just kind of let it be free form here. A bit of red, fill in some thin spots, a bit of orange, then we'll get the green and some of the light blue. I think some dark blue. So yeah, just do, you can add, you don't even have to do this, do little or as much as you want. And then we add another layer of yellow on his face here because I thought it was a bit thin. And you can see the white is kind of cloudy, but it's not really frosty, so we go in and more of that. Move it out to the color. Check this one, decide to add another layer to bottom. Layer of paint, not like another layer, like I'm not blowing glass and adding layer. Just to give it a bit more of what is opposite of opacity. Let's help with opacity. Okay, and now we're going, so these are going to hang, so I will take some fairly okay wire. It's not too thick, not too thin. This is the kind on roll with cutter on box. Although I do have tin snips out and I have wire cutters if I need them. But you just kind of make a loop at one end, the way I did these, and then I wrap it around. And when I get halfway across, I make a loop. It's kind of wire tall. I cut enough there that I only have to use one piece. This is earlier wire I have, but I didn't cut long enough. You'll see here. Also, you want to keep, in my opinion, your handles can be as long as short as you want them. But if you decide that instead of using equally good looking and much safer electric votive candles, see how I loop it back around, and you want to use a real candle, one, you need to poke hole or just take top off, put that somewhere else. And two, around wire handle, one you keep long so it not burn your fingers if you carry, but also you may be wrapping cord or plastic to keep the metal from getting super hot and burning your hands and giving you a weird line burn that really hurts. And here we are done. Here are our special votive glass lanterns, first project in book. Good for us and you and me, good for us. And here they are, hanging up with votive candle. And this is with light turned down, nice soft glow in both. This would look better in person than camera. I am not cameraman, I am night seller. And here we go, here they are. Well, I hope you enjoy, and next time we will be doing something the same but different. Goodbye.